Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. We're back. Another episode of Hollywood Sports. Here we are.
Damn, I should have my Dodger hat on too.
You should, man. First of all, congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Dude,
Congratulations.
so fun.
Cheers. Freddie Freeman,
What?
Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani,
Uh,
Clayton Kershaw, the overgrown seventh
Dogs.
grader himself. Dogs.
Yes. Mookie Betts, dog.
Yeah.
Dude, we were on set working, and when Freeman hit that grand slam in overtime in Game 1 of the World Series at home.
Overtime. You mean bottom of the ninth?
But no, it was the 10th inning. It was the extra inning.
It was. Yeah. You're right.
My bad. But yeah, I know it's not football happened tonight. Yeah,
it's okay. It's a late night show. These things happen.
They lost that take because the whole crew went up in a roar, and whatever they were rolling with in that take right there, they couldn't use it because they heard just the ceiling pop off amongst a bunch of people.
You know what was weird about his comp with the 1982 Kirk Gibson hit is not only was it 2 outs, not only was it the same count, not only was it a walk-off home run to win the game in Game 1 of the World Series, it was also, they were both, you won't believe this, at 8:37 p.m. at night.
I didn't know the time was the same.
Crazy. Yeah, fact.
Well, that's crazy.
I mean, what has happened?
I'm blanking on the name, but I know the guy who was calling the game. I feel so bad. Can't remember his name right now.
John Smoltz?
We'll have to look it up. How he quoted blanking on names again. You know, I'm just a cash when it comes to baseball. But basically quoted because he was aware that like it was a walk-off in Game 1 against the Yankees, that whole thing too, and was obviously such a big fan of who was calling that game, and then quoted him and said the same thing in the same inflection as they did during that game that you were just sharing with me.
Wow, man, it was pretty cool. And then they won, and the way they won, I've always hated the Yankees. God bless any Yankee fans out there, but growing up, being I was a Cardinals and Braves fan, so I just hated the Yankees.
Free promo, can't do that.
Oh no, that's okay. Skinny Pop. I love that you're snacking. I like it.
So it's funny for me. First pro game went to was Yankees, living in New York. Went to a few, but became a Dodger fan as soon as I moved here. You know what I mean? And like, I was joking with people. I'm like, I don't care who really wins this game, but I'll let you know I'm leaning Dodgers. And that's obviously who I promo. That's who I wore. Dude, I wore a jersey every day to work. The same one. It got dirty.
Yeah, man. I mean, going to college in Texas and being there when they had the World Series run, and then my dad working for the Texas Rangers and, you know, just kind of the affiliation with the team. Always have a love for them. But since I've lived here almost a decade, the Dodgers have just become the team. And
we've gone to a game with each other. Maybe two.
I know. We do the Dodger game thing. So good for the Dodgers. How are you, man?
Good for the Dodgers.
It's nice to see you. Daniel and I made an agreement not to talk or catch up or anything. We're just going to hop into the
I'll
show.
take this off now. I don't need to be so ridiculous.
No,
although,
okay.
you know, one last time. Dude, I'm good, man. Been working a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. Working on the show. DJing a lot right now because it's busy season. It's weddings. I have 2 weddings this week.
DJ DC.
Yeah.
Spinning them plates.
The weddings are mentally taxing because you're like, it's supposed to be the best day of your life. I need to aid in that. And if it's not, even if it's not my fault, this was awkward. There's a lot of vulnerability at weddings. You know what I mean? Especially when you're like highly involved.
Everything's so hyped, and everybody's got an opinion. Everyone's taking photos. Everyone's fake smiling and looking nice. Nervous parts.
Yeah, it's so fun when they're all real smiling, though. You could just tell. People talk shit, but in a fun way. They request songs. I tell them that they can't because, you know, no requests.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's after they've been drinking.
Yeah.
It's a whole different part. Yeah. Well, that's fun, dude. Yeah, same.
How are you? When are we working with each other again?
Oh,
I know you're working on a ton.
We'll get to that. Yeah. It's
okay.
It's starting soon. So we'll just have to see if it overlaps your other stuff. But enough about that. I digress. Football. I mean, what do we want to just dive right in? We've given the Dodgers the roses. We've been busy. Here we are. And what I do know about this season is that for me as a fan, it's over. I'm going to enjoy the Chiefs.
Wait, why? I thought you were a Bengals fan.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm still a Bengals fan and a Rams fan now, and wishing the Chargers well. Went to a Chargers-Saints game.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Daniel and I have missed a couple weeks because we've just been so gosh darn busy. But even if we can't do a weekly show, we are going to.
Which isn't an excuse. We'll be better.
Yeah, we'll be better. But we are, as we're transitioning to video, we're also transitioning now to our social media strategy. So these episodes are, they're going into ether, and they'll matter as a compound content creator. So here we're back. And we're talking about, what are we at, week 9? And the Chiefs are a juggernaut.
Did we just wrap week 9? Yes.
Week 9, yeah. Cowboys are 3-5, and they're a bad football team. And
hey, you guys have 3 wins.
Okay, that's better than the 2-win Giants and Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
You guys could turn it around. Cooper Rush is coming in. Last time Cooper Rush came in, he went. I think he might have went 5-0.
No, he did. There's no turning this around. They're a really bad roster. They're last in everything. They're last in run defense. They're last in yards allowed, points allowed. They're last.
Do you guys have a bye week coming up, or you already had it?
Rushing attack. Yeah, they already had it. Last in rushing.
Oh, that's not good.
Mike McCarthy is running a 1990s offense. I can't believe it. That's
because you got 1990s skill players.
That too. But
besides
everybody from Monday morning quarterback to Troy Aikman to you name it. If they break down the Cowboys, Kurt Warner, they talk about how they run bad routes. They don't have good route combinations. They have no pre-snap movement. They're very predictable. It's very 90s offense. It's bad West Coast offense concepts. And then they're undisciplined. It was egregious. They had too many mistakes. I'll go back to coaching because it all goes up the ladder. And I think Sunday was an indictment on the Cowboys at all areas. Like, there's been games where it's been players and the lack of roster. There's been games. I'm usually mad at Jerry going into every game because of how we built the team. And this one was all on her. I mean, so it was just disappointing. You've got Dak saying we effing suck on camera. You guys lost. You guys lost to the Falcons, right? Yeah.
Falcons are a good team.
Yeah. Now we could beat the Eagles with Cooper Rush if we have Micah and DeMarcus.
You guys did last 2 years ago.
Yeah, we could, but I don't trust. I don't trust our offense.
Micah's out, bro.
Yeah, I know, but we were getting worked. The Saints worked us. Derek Sucky Carr.
That was an anomaly. We all knew it was.
No.
Look what's happened. They fired their head coach. That was all fake. That was showbiz.
No anomaly.
Yeah.
No. So
you guys got out showbizzed.
No.
2 times.
But I do think that's I think how everyone's realization that the Cowboys are bad, I think is one of the biggest stories of the week. So bringing it back to the whole NFL, anything that stands out to you other than everyone be like, oh, wow, the Cowboys actually do suck. They're not going to get it together. They're not going to be 9-8, 8-9. They're not going to show some grit. They're not going to figure it out. They've got a franchise quarterback. Surely they can't be this bad. No, they are. So that's a story.
I feel like the Houston Texans have something going on down there that's not good. Colts definitely do.
But the Texans lost to the Jets, who have Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, and
that is always the fair excuse.
I mean, the Jets are supposed to win games.
Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to win games. So
they really are. They just need to figure out how to win games.
And I think the Texans are young. They're going to be like the Bills.
I actually picked the Jets to win. My point is, Well,
the Texans.
You're looking at the AFC.
Yeah, the Texans are the Bills where they were 4 or 5 years ago, before they got to an AFC championship, which has been like 3 years now. But
yeah. They're all. Yeah, you're right. That's a really good comparison.
I think the Jets are going to go on a little bit of a run.
Me too.
Panthers getting the dub on the Saints is hilarious.
I picked it in my Pick'ems league.
I wish,
and I was the only one. That was the reason why I won. Dude. Hey, Michael, get this. So I've joined a Pick'ems league with the crew that I'm for the show that I'm working on.
That's fun.
And they're all big sport. They're all big football
They're
guys.
big sports fans, huh?
Yeah, they're all big
I'm
sports fans. Yeah, but
sarcastic.
but my boss is from Pittsburgh, and his brother's on the crew who's also from Pittsburgh. They're like they're big Steelers. You know what I mean? They grew up there. And so anyways, I joined last week, was my first week, and I've won week 1. And they were all just so pissed, right? Text comes through in the little shit talking chat about like, no one's ever won 2 weeks in a row. I said nothing. Guess who came through today? Bro, I picked 14 of 15 right this week.
Bro, that would have made you a lot of money. We got to do some
and
parlays.
Last week, I picked 13 of 15.
Okay.
I've only gotten 3 wrong in 30 games.
We're doing a 10-leg parlay this week. And
that's what I want. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of hot right now.
When we come back next week, we'll have won at least 10 grand. On like
that's what I'm saying.
On a $10 bet.
And we need to do
a $10 bet, 10-leg parlay, 10 grand. It's a lot. Because
I'm putting it all out there.
I was 8 of 10 this week. The Saints blew it, and who is it? Who else? Saints.
Michael, we're gonna do a round robin bet. So here's what happens: we're gonna do the whole slate, and if you get all 15 right, obviously it's a grip. But if you get 14 right, you still get some. 13 right, you still get some. 12 right, you still get some. However, if you were to just do it outright and just do 15,
I was 9 of 10. That was my only loss. It's crazy.
We're a bunch of sports gambling, and I won in fantasy this week. And finally,
this message is brought to you by your local gamblers.
Let me pull up the number.
Yeah,
I shall pull up the 1-800.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we should definitely do our picks this week, and we'll see how it's going to fare for us. Unless there's news during the week, we can change our hedge. So, with that said, Steelers run.
Oh wait, actually, speaking of the Pick'ems League, Pick'ems League, I just realized you can like make your own, and I actually created one within the last hour. I was talking to my boy Logan. You want to do a little league for the back half of the season?
Yeah, man.
Like $10 weeks.
Send it to me.
If there could be 8, if there's like 8 of us, all you gotta do is make your picks. If you don't make your picks, you're still paying for the week. You got to commit to the thing. But then winner takes 80 every week, or how many people we got?
Let's make it 10.
It's fun. It's good. It's good. What fellowship? It's good fellowship.
It's good fodder. Yeah.
It's good fodder. Yeah.
That's fun.
Sorry.
I was saying. So the Steelers run a bye. Anything in the AFC that stands out to you? Are the Dolphins back?
No.
No? You don't think so? You think they're still broken?
I think it's too late this year.
They're not going to turn around them? And they're probably a really good 2-win team.
No, I think that they will, and I think they're going to go on a little streak here. They'll probably win 5 games, and then they'll lose the next 3, including maybe their 1 playoff game.
Man, if you're not going to make the wild card, you may as well just tank. Speaking of tanking, the Cowboys should – I mean –
what do you want them to do?
No disrespect. I would like to see. I would.
Shouldn't have paid Dak if you're thinking like the way I know you're going. I just seen that held tit, that head tilt, held tit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to know.
I just seen the head bob. I just seen this.
I think you should trade him and try to rebuild your team. Just go ahead and tank this
through the draft. And you're like, let's get Shedeur Sanders.
No, I don't want Shedeur Sanders. I don't know who I want. But
there's no one really good outside of you. They're all mobile quarterbacks this year, which you hate.
Well, I don't hate a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, you do. You say that's a running back who can kind of throw the ball.
Well, no, that's when the ones that can't throw. And Tim Tebow was a running quarterback who can't throw. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not for the non-throwing.
Tim Tebow's just running for his life.
I know. I'm just saying. I'd rather pass first guy But if you're a run first guy, you need to be able to pass like a pass first guy because you got to be a professional dart thrower. It's like a starting pitcher in the NFL. You have to be freaking accurate. We're talking about the best dart throwers on the planet. Like,
Yeah,
you
true.
might be able to run, and that got you there. But if not, you're going to wind up like
that needs to be your last resort, and you happen to be good at it.
Yeah, you're going to wind up like Tim Tebow. So, yeah. So,
Hey, dude,
but I don't want to run a quarterback.
No, I know. I was talking to Logan. He's a massive Bucks fan. I was like, dude, I know it sucks that y'all lost tonight, but you got to feel pretty good about your team, man. Like, they just did that without their 2-star wide receivers and took them to overtime. And if they would have won the flip of the coin, probably would have won the game.
You got to love D-Hop. I mean,
that shit is illegal.
That's crazy. They got him for a bag of peanuts and some mustard. It's crazy. And
perfect fit. Seemingly.
Jerry Jones is like, if there's a player out there that you could afford for nothing, I'd find it. And let me tell you, there isn't. So we're going to stand pat. We like our boys.
I seen Stephen A. ranting about, and I know he always be ranting about the Cowboys, so I never really click on it. But he said something about he's worried about Jerry, so I clicked on it. He was listening to it was probably on one of his radio interviews that he does every week, and it was him saying, yeah, he's like, well, I believe in giving scholarships, and I think the more scholarships that you can give on a team is good for the team. And I don't know, he did some scholarship take, right? And then Stephen A. was like, I'm worried, man. He's like, Jerry ain't making sense now. And he went on this whole rant, and
these are professional football players. What are you talking about? Scholarship.
Yeah, he's like, and then you know how Stephen A. He's like, what I'm trying to say. He's just going. I don't know, man. Jerry might be starting to become a little delusional to the game, is what I'm saying.
He's been delusional to the game. This is nothing new. This is why everyone's pissed.
No, but big media is finally getting it. We've been kicking this damn can down the street for a couple seasons now.
Okay, before we look ahead to next week, let me ask you this, because yes, you're right. Jerry's an idiot. God bless him. He's clearly has some sort of brilliance because he's gotten where he is in life, but he's lost whatever it is. So, and if he was my friend, I'd put my hand on his shoulder and I'd say exactly what I'm saying to you right now.
And I'd tell him, sit down, take a seat, bro. You need to have a seat. You deserve it. Not a lot of people you can say they do.
Success is a family, and failure is an orphan in anything in life. Very rarely can you do anything on your own. He wants to be Jackie Moon. He wants to be owner, player, coach, if he could. If he could do some biological surgery to make himself younger, if he could write a check for that, he most certainly would. And he would Jackie Moon the whole thing. And he would sing the national anthem. I know he would. With probably Chaps on.
I bet he would kill it on the national anthem. I'm just seeing his performance right now, and I feel like he would have a Beyonce level production value.
You know what I mean?
I feel like he'd come out on rollerblades.
Okay, rollerblades with spurs.
And an American flag like Aaron Rodgers.
To have flames on them. Oh, yeah, for sure. Cheerleaders in the front and back.
Oh, yeah. Skating in front of him in way more revealing outfits than his suit.
A white horse starts riding next to him, and then he hops on it.
Yeah, and then he doesn't even sing it.
He's lip singing it. Yeah.
He just rides off into the distance.
Yeah. And they lose the game. They lose the game because he steps on horse shit. It just wasn't.
Jerry hit a note that no one could hear before. And that's why they say that he didn't sing the song, but in Jerry's mind, he sang it. They just weren't at.
That bit went way too long. But that's the problem. Dude, you got to give it up, man. And at some point, it's not. I know his family runs the organization. I don't mean that. I mean the idea that it has to be his way, that we're going to spend as little as possible, draft my guys because I've got the best eye, and look at my stock. Everybody come to the facility. I've got open windows like it's a zoo, and come look at my big, strong prize men I own, like he's Donald Sterling. Like he's so not, even if that's not what he's ever been accused of, it's what he looks like. Landed his helicopter in the middle of the field, just like it's really unprofessional, to be honest. If this was like my 11-year-old was acting this way, I'd be like, bro, this isn't good. Like, I shouldn't do these things. So
Yeah, you should probably.
Yeah.
We need to think about tomorrow. Today's actions reveal themselves tomorrow,
Yeah.
Duke.
Yeah. So someone needs to put Jerry over their knee and spank him. So he could learn a lesson.
Mr. Jerry, sir?
Yeah. People are like, well, I need some Johnny Walker.
That's
going to happen.
What is the day tomorrow? No, sir. It is not.
Yeah. He's not quite like where Joe Biden is, where it's like ice cream and happy time. But
but we're worried he might be on his way.
He might be getting there. It's hard
and you can't be running
go.
Yeah.
Don't you want ice cream? Don't you want a fish?
Yeah.
Aren't you ready for that,
real,
Grandpa?
Dude, it's so okay to just
hire a GM.
Yeah. Be an owner.
Spend a little bit of that money. Go into a luxury tax.
There's nothing he can do that would like cement him as being, well, he's probably the greatest owner GM ever, actually.
He is, but he's lost it. And they need to just hire a great GM, hire a young offensive-minded coach, a young offensive-minded coach. Let them do their thing. Let them build a culture. Stay out of the locker room. Close up practice. Don't fly your helicopter in the middle of the star and show off to all your buddies. Don't just look hammered drunk all the time you're on camera. Even if you're not, that's the perception.
Don't eat the microphone when you talk.
Yeah, just so.
Maybe he likes phone.
Was he at a Diddy party? I feel like he may have been.
Oh, no, he would have resigned from GM.
Probably not.
Not true. That's how much pride he has. He's like, I got skeletons in the closet and I don't give a damn.
No, that's how,
I got Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb.
No, that's how conspiracies are like.
They on scholarship.
They're born on podcasts because someone will be like, yeah, he's an FBI informant, actually.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, back to football.
Nothing's, that's blah, blah, blah. Story old as time. The Chiefs are a juggernaut. The Lions are a juggernaut.
Do you think Jerry would tell a heart surgeon how to do the surgery on his own heart?
Now, I don't want to be trite, but I was reading in a medical journal about 1958. Yeah. My daddy left it because he had no business having it, but he left it and I read it, and it was good. And I told that surgeon, you don't know a damn thing. You're not a billionaire. You don't know the football team. And
I told that surgeon I couldn't be put out.
Yeah, and
I needed to watch the whole damn thing.
Yeah, so I made him leave me under.
Dude,
over.
Speaking of heart surgery, I just saw and started watching. That's why I was a little late to the login.
Were you watching Grey's Anatomy?
No, Joe has Tesla on Elon Musk on his most recent episode, and the first thing that they start talking about is surgeons and how they test higher and perform at a higher success rate based on a percentage through like testing through whoever that did these tests. The people that scored higher were people that played video games. So like the opening of this whole thing, they go on a whole rant about how like video games and like having that cognitive reaction and focus and et cetera, should be a requirement to become a surgeon. And back to what we were saying is, dude, maybe Jerry just needs to start playing Madden. No, maybe he'll figure it all out.
No. We've been dropping chemtrails for 40 years, and there's Alzheimer's and cancer in the air, and he's a recipient of all of it. And Father Time is relentless. And
how old is Jerry? Like 142?
Just enjoy hiring a GM and a good offensive-minded coach and let them do their thing. And take credit for identifying the best people to do it. That's what leaders do, Jerry. They don't run it into the ground.
102 at least, right?
Could you imagine if we did this in our profession? Or if anyone did?
Dude, how old is Jerry?
Jerry's, I think, 82, which is wild because that means he was like in his late 40s.
I was way off.
He was in his late 40s during the the big 90s run, and he looked like he was 70 then. Also, anytime a reporter asked him about anything modern, relevant to the game, to what he saw on the football field, they were like, "Well, when I saw Michael Irvin, now he threw up after practice and he didn't know which way was up, but he found it because he's a cowboy." And you're like, "Are you, bro? What are we doing?" And it's
You have
like,
20 years of more recent players.
I wish one of them had the balls to be like, "Sir, be that as it may, the fans want to know relevant answers today. Can you give us something and speak more to something tangible?" But no, everyone's just
Wait,
like,
have you guys won a game since the Steelers?
Giants, and that was it.
Oh, nice. Beat the Giants right after.
Yeah,
That's good.
and then it's been a tough slide. But we've been talking about the Cowboys way too much. I want to talk about how the Chiefs are a juggernaut. It's not fair that they have.
Yeah, I was just looking at stats.
Yeah, it's not fair.
So let me tell you right now. So this game tonight, oh man, I love a good Baker Mayfield and Pat Mahomes.
Oh man,
battle.
So good.
That was a great Monday night game.
Great game. I'm
So,
pulling up
Pat
something too
Mahomes-
as you do that. So go ahead.
Pat
Keep going.
Mahomes goes 34 for 44, 291 yards, and 3 tugs, no interceptions. Baker Mayfield goes 23 for 31, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then, oh, wow. Kansas City Chiefs just absolutely spanked them on time of possession. I'm surprised it's that close. It was 40 minutes and 42 seconds to 25 minutes and 10 seconds.
I tell you what,
Obviously,
there's
Kansas
a
City-
lot of parity in the league because the Bucks are 4-5, and in years past, if you had a 4-5 team, they're not that good. And we have teams that are absolutely like the Miami Dolphins to a 4-win Bucks team that don't have winning records and they can beat you on any given side. That's pretty cool.
Of course. But that's kind of the NFL.
I know, but it's not always like that. Sometimes you just have a couple teams and then everybody else is trash. I do like that. I like the parity.
A lot of teams really still can be very much in this mix.
Dude, what is going on with the Saints? Could you imagine your wide receiver talking open shit about you like that in the middle of
what?
the game? Michael Thomas.
What?
Tweeting about Derek Carr in the game. You didn't see the tweets? It says live during the game, Michael Thomas says, "Derek Carr, for you, I've been told y'all shit sad." Next tweet, "Dude's scary and panic and just throw the ball. Get him the F out. He is so ass." You didn't see any of these live tweets?
This got to be fake.
No, it happened. It was real. And then Dennis Allen was fired today. And then
I knew that.
And then Derek Carr had to get up and answer questions of this in the postgame. And he was like, gosh, I don't know why he hates me.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't gotten him the ball at all.
No, but I think it's probably a little bit of Michael Thomas isn't what he was after his injury.
Yeah,
so
that dude was a dog.
He was.
I was just looking at his stats.
Was a dog.
He had 1,000. Oh, dude, one season he had 1,700.
Yeah, he was a dog.
Yards.
He was. That was one of Drew Brees' last years, I believe.
2019, probably. Yeah.
2019 was 6 months ago, and
that's super tough to go from a Hall of Famer to whoever's next.
Yeah.
What a fun game. Oh, yeah, so the Steelers got Washington this week. Should we just get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. So that's a wrap on this week. Yeah. Let's go. You want to go through and let's pick each game, and if it's a snooze, we'll move on. But
all right, hold up. I'm going to send you the pick'ems. I just created this league, right?
I love it.
This is incredible timing. I just made this like 45 minutes, and I didn't even think about bringing this on the show, like swear. But why would I not now? Because I was going to send it to you anyways.
Oh, man. Sorry, Mike.
So we get to pick.
So right.
We get to pick every game this week on this app. So it's gonna be fun. We can just do it together, and we can do it in the same order. And it's $10.
I'm in. Okay. Dan, join my CBS Sports Football Pick'ems pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll come up with the title. Probably should be Hollywood Sports, but whatever.
Yeah, I like it.
This is how like
What about
unrelating I was to
What
it.
about the Sherman Oaks boys? What about the Shermy Sherms?
No, because I'm gonna send it to Nebraska and New York, and
Okay,
you know what I
so
mean.
it's not a regional. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's why I thought the fan picks was cool. Whatever. We'll get into the titles later.
Fam, yo, fam, what's up, fam? All right, you ready?
All right,
let's get into it.
open up the app. Open up the app.
Oh,
we're gonna pick them together in real time.
It's gonna take too long for me to download the app. It is not possible for me, but I will go back and do it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, fine.
Okay, so Bengals Ravens.
It's Thursday Night Football. Bengals are at home.
We should maybe watch this with our homies.
Wait, Ravens are at home or what?
It's a home Ravens game, but Bengals will be hungry.
I think Bengals take this.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like the Ravens are going to go into the Bengals and win. I think they just did, actually. And usually these games are 1-1.
I think you're right. Man, it's going to be a tough game for the Bengals because didn't they lose to the Browns? Didn't that happen?
No, the Ravens did.
The Ravens lost. That's right. Oh,
yeah,
man. What happened to Jameis? I mean, I thought he was going to be the second coming.
He's back and forth. You know how he is. You know, he's in it one day. Yeah, he'll figure it out. The Browns suck, though. Love Jameis.
Love Jameis. I love his catchphrases. Okay, I'm with you.
I want to hear him talk all the time.
You've sold me. I do love the Bengals. You can't keep Jamar Chase and Joey B down. So yeah,
I just checked too. I was right. Ravens beat Bengals at home.
Yeah.
So Ravens beat Bengals at Bengals, 41-38 in overtime.
Nice.
So we're about to have a fucking Thursday night showdown, dude. I can't wait. Also, I love the way these two teams play each other because the way it's like so unique. Like in the AFC North, like the Ravens and the Bengals will play each other a certain way. Ravens and Steelers will play each other a certain way. Like you can't really, you can take a lot from it, but you can't really. Like our game won't look like that, which is no matter who the team. It's interesting. It's it's pretty consistent too to be that way. But anyways, yeah, I got the Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, only thing is that means they have to figure out a way to stop the run. And that means that they're really exploiting, and even if they don't, they can maybe make it a track meet and exploit their secondary. Because the Ravens secondary hasn't been great. So
that's what I think they'll do. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Giants Panthers is a Munich, Germany snooze fest, but it will be on at 6:30 a.m. If you want to get up and watch a little NFL.
That I feel so bad that's our representation for Germany when we show the NFL over there.
I know.
What are we doing?
I know. We're giving them dollar store.
They need to have a game.
If there was a store of NFL product, we're giving them dollar store product. We're sending them.
This is the clearance aisle by the restroom at a grocery store in the hood.
Yeah. We're sending them the lowest of the low. Wow, that's a good one there. Okay. So that's what we think of that game, and I'm going to go ahead and say the Panthers get a win. They rally off of what they just had, and what do you think? No?
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I think it's the Panthers. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Patriots Bears. I think Patriots.
Me too.
I mean, I just have no confidence in the Bears.
Me neither. And I like what the Patriots are doing.
Yeah, Drake May.
Although I don't think that they want to win games. I think they want a really good draft pick, so it's ironic.
I know. Drake May had a fantastic game. And, I always have some hometown love, for the Titans. So it was nice to see them get the dub. But
dude, I know. I took the Titans too on that game. So happy they won. Love seeing Mason sling it. Love just seeing Titans win. They're a good AFC team, man. They're respectable.
Yeah, they're respectable. You're gonna have a football game on your hands. You better show up and play. You're like, we're
Yep.
not playing around.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're
Exactly.
professionals. This might be short a few guys. This might not have a solid quarterback, but we're out here to put. Like,
The game is
they're
always
like,
a for
we're out
real
here to
competitive game.
They're here to put good football on tape. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, me too.
49ers Bucks. That's a great game just because those are two desperate teams. It's a 10 a.m. game that nobody will see. But you got to like the 49ers in that game. Sorry to Baker and the boys. But I could see Baker and the boys getting it. They just played the Chiefs so good.
I know, but I think this loss might be hurt. I don't know. It's tough, man. Because if Christian McCaffrey's back
and then it's a wrap.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the Bucks look like they're almost there, but it just sucks that they have Niners next to like prove that.
Yeah, well, it's tough. The NFL's
I think I'm leaning 49ers, although I want Bucks to win. Yeah.
I feel you. Okay, next game, Broncos Chiefs. This is a weird AFC West thing, but Chiefs roll. That's not going to be their first loss. You got Chiefs at home, right?
Oh yeah, Chiefs at home. Broncos. Man, I'm sorry. The young kid just can't do it. Bo Nix, he ain't ready for the Chiefs kingdom yet, I don't think. And like Mahomes and Travis Kelce, unless Mahomes' injury might become something this week. Who knows? Then they got to start Carson Wentz. I might flip around, but we'll see.
Okay, well, I'm with you. It's not going to be a loss for the Chiefs. D-Hop is ridiculous, man. I just can't believe how good they are with him. It's not fair. It's like he wasn't like, I don't know. He just wasn't supposed to have the best hands. Like whether he's the best receiver or not is another. He's top 4, top 5 at best, but absolutely the best hands, the best ball catcher in the NFL for sure. And Patrick Mahomes just got him. And he's still a dog.
That first catch or that first touchdown.
How excited do you have to be D-Hop to just have been in oblivion?
Finally,
and now he's a Chief. He's gonna be a Chief for life, bro. Like he's gonna retire a Chief. Yeah. Well, yeah, it'll be a distant memory, and the Chiefs could win another 5-7. They might rattle off more than Brady.
They could go 10 in a row.
As long as Mahomes has the ball.
They could go 10 in a row.
It doesn't matter what your offense does. It doesn't matter what happens in the game. They're so good at situational football. They're so good at exploiting your weaknesses. They always run the ball well. They always stop. They always have key stops. They can actually stop the run if they need to. They cover well. They're good at every level. And then they have a wizard quarterback. Like, may as well call him Dick Wizard. I mean,
dude, for real. He's got the secret sauce that he doesn't share with anyone else. Yeah. No, he's like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris was like, why does Mahomes always have his hands up in the air? Like, what is he doing?
So I watched this whole interview about it. He's telling like the OC he's ready for the call. Like he's like,
yeah.
And then when he does that, he's like locked. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. My dad makes fun of it. My dad hates him. He thinks he sounds like Kermit the Frog.
He does sound like Kermit the Frog. Dad's not wrong.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steeler fan.
Oh yeah, who do we got next?
Okay. Sorry. I was lost.
Shout out to family though.
Yeah, no, I was lost in thought about what we were just talking about. All right, so moving on.
We love that.
We have Bills Colts. Speaking of Colts, I love that Joe Flacco was supposed to be the savior. Teach the young buck. Here, kid, let me show you how to be a pro. 3 seconds later. You know.
I know. It's so funny.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe
because it was teed up way too high on the pedestal of how this is playing out. So like the fact that like they just go out and look really bad on offense was just like, I mean, you have to laugh at it.
And it was a winnable game. You know, it wasn't like they were playing a juggernaut. Like it was a very winnable. So Bills Colts, it's a fun. Bills gets to exploit their offense. They'll probably get Amari Cooper back. They can, just get better chemistry. Good for the Bills. Bills roll.
Bills being favored
That's
by
easy.
4 is interesting. I feel like they should be. I guess it's away, but
How do you?
I feel like they should be.
Yeah, no. I mean, anything else you got on? I'm ready to talk Steelers Commanders to this next on the schedule.
No. Let's just get right into that. You know, I'm ready.
Okay, so you're coming off your bye week. I'll be honest. If it was at home, I would say you get it. But the last time Dan Quinn faced the Steelers, he was with the Cowboys, I believe, and they won. Am I wrong on
Let's
that?
see.
Am I? I could be wrong. That was the Dak game. I've got everything mixed up. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm pretty sure we won the last 2 showings. I mean, the last 2 before the last one when you guys beat us in Sunday Night Football.
Now, we got another one, too. We did. But that's neither here nor there. So, Steelers
So on
Commanders.
2021, actually, dude, I don't think we've played Dan Quinn as a Cowboys.
Yeah, that's why I brought it back. That the win that they got, it was a night game, and am I wrong? Wasn't it 2021 Cowboys dub?
2021. So that would have been no, because we wouldn't have played you since 2020.
Oh, okay. Well, man, again, 2019 was 6 months ago, so here we are.
Yeah. So unless
I digress. Steelers Commanders this weekend. It's hard for me. This is a tough game to call, but I think
it's so tough.
I think the Steelers in the end confused the young quarterback.
Me too.
He's so gosh darn accurate.
I think we're gonna have a really big Steelers showing, like fan base too.
I like Steelers to get the game. I like Russ at quarterback. They're moving the ball. They're distributing weapons. Don't you guys have Jalen Warren coming back?
And Cordell Patterson, and we have Nick Herbig, our number 3 punch in the line. Everyone comes back. It's gonna be, yeah. We're gonna be the healthiest we've ever been.
I won't be surprised if the Commanders don't.
Other than our O line is still like, that like we lost our number 1 first round draft pick this year, Troy Fautanu, who was our starting right tackle, out for the season. We lost our All Pro right guard, James Daniels, out for the season, game 3 or something. And then our center, Zach Frazier, who replaced our starting center, Nate Herbig, because Nate Herbig went out for the season in preseason. Zach Frazier went out for 6 games, and he's supposed to come back as center. And then Isaiah Samalu was out for like 4 weeks, but he's back now. And then we've had Dan Moore, who's been pretty steady on the left side. But aside from that, like all those things I just named, we are completely healthy coming into it. So I'm feeling pretty music to my ears, baby. Like, I feel like...
Tell me about it, man. What's it feel like to be on a winning team that has a winning culture, that has a GM, that has depth, that you can lose guys and you can still be good? Congratulations to you and your life, Daniel. It must feel nice.
Well, look, here's the thing, though. I can't get too excited. One, I'm a Steeler fan, so my gut says we're going 0-8 for the next games.
No, you're too
My heart
good.
says we're going...
You're not good enough to beat Mahomes. And
my heart says 8-0, and then my head says 6-2 or something.
I don't know.
But my point is,
I'd love to see you guys get rolling on offense, get rolling on defense again, and give the Chiefs a hard time. I think you guys could muddy up a game. But as long as Patrick Mahomes is behind center, it doesn't matter. They figure out a way.
No, it doesn't matter. But we need Russell Wilson to keep being him and better. And we honestly, so we have Washington, Ravens, Browns the next 3 games. Ideally, 3-0, obviously, but we need to beat Washington for sure. And we have to win at least one of those 2 division games.
Yeah, it's tough. So,
yeah.
I'm going to go with you on the Steelers. Steelers are locking it in, locking in the pick.
Yeah, I definitely taking the Steelers.
Steelers it is. Okay, so Vikings, Jaguars is our next game.
I kind of think we make Jaden Daniels look bad.
Maybe, but he's also a dog. He's really athletic. And so...
He's a rookie. Mike Tomlin against rookie quarterbacks is basically undefeated.
Yeah, he's like Father Time, isn't he? He is a winner. He's going to get
But Jaden Daniels is like, what's his name? Jaden Daniels is like CJ Stroud. And I felt the same way about CJ Stroud. Actually, that game put me on a CJ Stroud. But I already feel this way about Jaden Daniels. There's a chance of that shit happening to us. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, well,
Regardless,
I will not be
Steelers.
surprised. I will not be surprised if the Commanders win, but locking in with the Steelers. Okay, next game. This is why it's so tough. It's Vikings-Jaguars. If this game was in Minnesota, say the Vikings were a lot. But Jaguars are a decent 2-win team.
They're always good at home.
And they're always good at home. They have a great quarterback. He can get hot. They could have a good game plan. Who you like?
Oh, that's tough. Jaguars.
Oh, man. I know. It's hard to go Vikings.
They just won, right? No. Yeah?
Vikings are
Yeah.
coming off a loss. Are they? Am
They
I
beat the
crazy?
Colts.
Oh, they did.
They beat the Colts.
They did beat the Colts.
But they came off a 2-loss streak
That's
before
right,
the Colts. Yeah.
Yeah, Jaguars. Next game.
Why not? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Why not? It'll really boost the parlay if that's what hits.
Oh, yeah.
Falcons Saints. This is a no-brainer. Falcons roll.
Falcons.
Falcons are
Yeah.
actually becoming.
Although,
a
wait,
decent
hold up. Tone Diggs talks about this on the Pat McAfee show. He says when there's a head coach that's firing, the next game that they play, the record is always leaning more towards that they win. I forget what the numbers is exactly, but it's
team. I
significant.
know, but we said this about the Jets, and they got they got worked.
Yeah,
So I think this is
They
going to
did.
be the same thing.
that's a good point. Good bring up.
Numbers are just averages; they're not true. You have
Falcons
to
for sure.
Expect to vary, especially expect nothing to go right. Like whatever you want to happen, the opposite is going to happen. That's the only thing you can count. Am I right?
No, I'm with you. I'm with the Falcons.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at the games here with you.
No, you're good. All right, next game we have Titans Chargers in a weird AFC snooze fest. Chargers will win. They're quietly rolling along in a wild card.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I don't know, man. I think it might be fun. I might just be the flashy pick here. I'm going Titans on this
no
one.
way. If it was at home, maybe. I got to stop you. Titans aren't going to beat the Chargers. Chargers just went out on the road and put it on. Who they beat this week? It was
The Browns.
The Browns. And the Browns were supposed to be the second coming of Jameis Winston. They got Nick Chubb back. They got a good defense and just put it on them. I'm just saying, I think they win that game. I disagree. Chargers win. Saw them live. They're fast. I like it.
Okay, that's true. All right. I'm going with Mason Rudolph and the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, he's a Steeler at heart. Got to root for the old boys. I get it. You're too close to this one, Daniel. You're too close.
I'm taking Tony Pollard too. Tony Pollard, no
Okay.
cowboy.
He is the leading rusher after contact. He's got the leading for all
Oh, that's cool.
running backs. And the Cowboys didn't want to pay him peanuts to stay around.
Yeah. Or Saquon. You could got
And it
Saquon.
wouldn't have mattered. They'd be running Zeke over him again. It's just, okay. We could have gotten Saquon.
Yeah.
We could have gotten Dalvin Cook. All those guys were nothing. They weren't even big
Aaron
snaps.
Jones.
Aaron Jones, who lit you up every year. Jerry knows better. Okay, moving on. We have Jets. Moving on, we have Jets Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Cardinals take that. Sorry to Aaron Rodgers and the boys, but the Cardinals are a pretty good football team. They're at home. They're fighting.
Although,
for their
what's their
lives.
home record?
They're fighting for their
I'm looking it
lives
up real
in the
quick.
AFC, but I will not be surprised if the Jets win this game.
Me neither. I might lean Jets actually. Hold up.
Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. Swift. Is Swift still is he back? Is he healthy?
Who?
Swift.
Oh,
I think so. Either way, they're healthy.
Swift's on the Cardinals?
The Jets. Isn't the Jets straight form? Who's the Jets running back? Am I crazy?
Oh, they might have Swift. I don't think he's really playing like that though.
Oh. Well, that's part of the problem. They don't have a run game.
No, they do. They got what's his name, Brees Hall, and they got this other
Brees
young kid,
Hall.
Brylan,
Brees Hall is.
and they got like Brylan,
I don't think
Breland.
Swift is on. Where did Swift go? This is a late night podcast. Our brain.
Anyways.
But Jets, Cardinals, bullet to the brain.
I'm going Jets. We have to remember what we said. Jets go on a run.
Jets are going on a run. We feel it. We're gonna trust the spirit of ayahuasca and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Swift is on the Bears.
That's right. That's a trick.
And he just played the Cardinals.
That's why
they just play. Yeah.
My brain. Thank you for pulling why my rabbit went.
I was got too. I was real got there. Yeah.
Okay. Eagles, Cowboys. Cowboys are going to take a loss at home to the Eagles.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Part of me thinks they rally the troops around Cooper Rush.
They do. They're going to.
I wonder if CeeDee Lamb's playing.
I'm regardless. Oh yeah, he should be playing. I read today.
Okay.
I'm taking the Cowboys, even if he doesn't.
I think we get Micah back, and I think we get Deron Bland back. When we get him, he's the corner that had 8 or 9.
You do get Micah back, and you get Bland back.
Yeah.
You guys are winning this game, bro, and it's at home. Fuck the Eagles.
I hate the Eagles, but all right.
Saquon Barkley's play this last week, though, does not need to go untalked about. That was crazy. Anyways, we can move on. He hurdled someone backwards after juking 2 dudes and spun and did the whole thing.
He is a beast.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of a slightly more athletic Shady McCoy. Like in Shady's prime.
I don't know. Saquon is Saquon.
Saquon, but he's very...
I do see what you're saying, though. Yeah.
He's a comp, and he's in the Philly green. Okay. Lions, Texans. Texans are going to be desperate. Lions are on the road, but the Lions are a good football team. But
Texans are good at home. I'm taking Texans.
But the Texans know they've had too many injuries.
Nah, I got Texans here. I think they pull it out. They have to.
They lost Diggs. That's really affected their offense. They don't have anybody.
And their O-line is...
They don't have anybody.
O-line is no good.
Nobody as an over-the-top threat. Everything's inside. They don't have a run game. I think they've taken a slight step back because of injuries. Lions win. You don't think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
No, I'm with Texans. I'm with Texans.
Lions are a juggernaut, dude. They're the only hope against the Chiefs.
Dude, the line isn't even that good. It says, I hear you.
From the NFC. There are a couple teams.
Yeah.
We could talk about that in a minute. Who could beat the Chiefs right now?
Yeah.
But we'll save that. Last game of the week.
I think a lot of teams could.
Could, but aren't.
No one will. It's Chiefs. But when Patrick Mahomes finally goes out with an Achilles, then we'll win.
Well, you can't say that. But
no, I'm not going to. The dude's a superhuman. He can't. He's like an Elon Musk. He's just trying to return back to his planet. He's gonna take all the gold.
Oh man, we know the devil. That's the truth. With that said, Dolphins Rams in a battle of the Sunshine Stadiums. It is at LA, and does Swaggy Mike and the Fins come in and beat a tough Rams team at home who just gritted out a victory at Seattle? Rams have a chance to win the West and be a legit contender, and they feel like
I agree.
They feel like it's 2020 for them. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think the Rams are good.
Yeah. Rams.
They have 2 of the best receiver duo in the league, let alone one of the best coaches in the league and quarterbacks in the league. I mean, they have everything that should make sense to be a really good team.
Yeah. No, I think this is a great place to leave the show. Rams win. That's our picks for the week. I love it.
I want to just put some out there. I don't want Mahomes to get hurt.
No, we don't want Mahomes.
I'm from Nebraska.
Yeah, he's
I am from Nebraska.
Corn-fed
when the Chiefs win, I don't hate it unless they beat the Steelers.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
But even then, I'm like, ah.
I did have the best blueberry scone I've ever had in my life. Came from a coffee shop 2 blocks from whatever hotel we stayed at for the wedding. It was up there with one of the best cup of coffees you've ever had. But the scone was,
oh yeah, I saw that scone, dude. I want that scone.
No, it wasn't dry. It was moist, like a.
No,
like
I
a
saw
tr-
its flakiness with some nice
like a
sweet,
Tres
glazy
Leches cake,
feel.
but it had almost like a little
Whew.
crust to it, almost like
Yeah.
a creme brulee, but like a good denseness, and it was just wasn't too sweet, and it was a little savory, and maybe maybe your family could ship us some. I mean, what are we doing? It is 2024. Do we have some scones shipped to us?
Just ordered it. It's being delivered by a drone.
Oh man, there's gonna be like a law against supersonic drones because people are gonna be tired of the sound barrier broken above their house all the time. Boom. Oh my God, there it is. There it is. It's actually
Well,
unless you use.
I just spit popcorn all over my computer. It's probably a good time to wrap it up.
Unless we use UAP physics, which is bending physics, we're not going to be able to get things instantaneously, or it's going to make a lot.
Which we already are.
We're going to blow a lot of transformers trying to do it. Sound barrier.
Yeah. Speaking of, dude, I'm about to watch this Elon Musk interview and hear about how his plan to get back home to Mars. So.
Yeah, I do respect him a lot.
I don't even think he's from Mars.
In a lot
that
of
was
ways.
just like his little pit stop. He's trying to get to another galaxy.
I think we should focus on Earth and not go to a planet that's dead. So there's that.
Well, I think we could. I think it's fair to be prepared to start making a planet that's dead come back to life. But in the meantime, making sure we keep ours real pumped with life.
Yeah, we have the only Goldilocks zone in the known universe. So we should just keep making it really good and make that.
I'm trying to be like a type 4 intelligence. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no, I'm
really.
with you. I want to live in 8 dimensions.
I want to hone in the galaxy that we live in.
Yeah, no, I want to.
I want to plan hop. Could you imagine you're 15 years old, just like you finally get your driver's license or your permit? You're like, hey, baby girl, you trying to plan hop tonight? I'll probably sneak out.
No.
And then the kind of guy you might be?
I want to like Interstellar Tesseract string theory moment where he's like, Murph, Bagel stay, Murph. I want that moment.
Me too.
I want to go back to my life and like, maybe if I use gravity and string theory, I can alter my stupidity here.
Like if you could just FaceTime yourself, but at any given point in the past, present, or future.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Let's figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Daniel, 8 years ago, you probably shouldn't have been an idiot. Let's just do this instead. Go down the other road.
Yeah, I don't know if you would listen.
No, I wouldn't have. But maybe if I saw me, didn't know that me could exist talking to me in the future, I probably wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, get out of here. Keep going that way. Faster.
Yeah, you're like...
You're right. All right, anyways, good time to end the show. We're talking a whole lot of schmack.
No, we have to cover one topic, sports topic, football topic before we leave, and I think it's the question of the year: who can beat the Chiefs in a one-game playoff? One-game scenario. They're going to have home field advantage, so
I think it's early for that. It's tough to say. Anyone can. It's the NFL. No one has this year.
No. I think the Ravens might be the only.
They're on like a 15-game winning streak.
But the problem is, if they can stop the run, then and they make Lamar throw it, and they clog and cover, and they disguise coverages, and like Lamar's a lot like Dak Prescott in playoff games. Sorry to all that.
It's also coaching too. Like their coaching does fold similarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think the Ravens could do it. Bills, I never want to count them out. I just don't think they're tough enough defensively. And that's it in the AFC.
I feel like the Steelers could, depending on how this next 4 weeks looks.
Oh, yeah. I think the Steelers could muck up a game. But you need Russ to be special against Mahomes.
We need Russ to keep trending the way he's trending. I mean, he's averaging 277 yards a game and 2 touchdowns with no turnovers.
Yeah.
In 2 games.
But you guys have...
And against the Jets defense,
had a push.
And against the Giants defense.
Yeah. Well, the Giants defense is trash bags. So
No, they have great safeties, and they have what's his name, Sexy Dexy.
okay, but they're the Giants. So you had the ball the whole game because their offense. So.
But Daniel Jones, for whatever fucking reason, put up a great game against us, and it made our defense look bad.
Giants Steelers reminded me of like Plaxico Burress and Eli Manning against Ben Roethlisberger and Priest Holmes. You know,
I will put it this way, though.
It was cool to
I don't
see the
wanna
two
play-
teams playing against each other.
Yeah, and also, this is very unfamiliar for me, Michael, to see a quarterback throw the ball the way the quarterback is throwing the ball in a Steelers jersey and winning games. Like, I haven't had like a real deep like threat from a quarterback on my team since like
When Ben was healthy.
I don't know, like yeah. So like
Antonio.
that's 3 seasons, dude, where I've
It's
seen
been
like
since
quarterback play
Antonio
where
Brown, before CTE.
yeah, and it's like seeing Russell Wilson like chuck the ball down the field and Najee running like crazy, and like if that's how this team can be and get better from, then like I have an unfamiliar opinion about them at the moment. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
am excited and
Big
nervous.
test. I
So
think if they go in and they beat this Commanders team, because Dan Quinn immediately is like, I'm going to have a top 5, top 8 defense in the league like that.
oh
And
yeah,
we're going to dominate.
Yeah.
We're going to make it hard on you. And we're going to win this game with the will of our defense. So if they go in and they've got a great, Scary Terry, they got a great thing going with him and Daniels. If they win this game, I think you guys could be in that conversation as someone who could. But for you guys, it would
Yeah.
be like a muck. I feel like it would just be a mucked up game. But I don't know. Maybe you just turn into a really high powered offense, and you guys are like, that dog.
there's a chance. That's the thing. Like there is a true chance, and our backup quarterback isn't a massive drop off as we saw. But
I think
yeah.
there's one team in the NFC that could challenge the Chiefs, and that's the Lions.
Yeah,
That's it.
and the
Lions are
Packers
tough.
if
No.
Jordan Love figures it out a little better. No, and the Rams, bro, and the Rams.
Okay, I'll give the Rams because of
Yeah.
pedigree, and they're
Yes.
a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah,
The Rams could definitely beat the Chiefs.
yeah,
in a one-game series.
and the Bucks,
No, the Bucks might not make the playoffs.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin weren't even playing today. If
I
they were
know.
there
I
today,
know. Well, they got to rattle off some.
Mike Evans
Man,
will be back.
This is why this league is so fun, man. There's just so
I know.
many storylines, so many teams, so many people.
Joe Burrow,
There's
if your
nothing
Bengals,
like
if
it.
your Bengals get real hot and deep, which I don't know if they will, but I
hot
think that
and
they,
deep.
yeah, just like a Little Caesars pizza.
Yes, or a Chicago dish. So
True, which we could just miss.
yeah. On that
Give it
note,
that New York, baby.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers once again. Congratulations to the Kansas.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. You figure out a way to win every game. Yeah, it is Monday night, so Monday night football just ended. Anything else? College basketball started.
No, that's it, man.
College basketball started tonight. Let's go.
Oh yeah, your team played
Yeah,
Kentucky.
game 1. I think they're going to be really good. I know my homer.
Did they win?
They did. They won by like 40 against the mid-major, but I won't talk about.
Who cares?
I'll save college basketball for another show, but lots to talk about. They play Duke next week.
Hell yeah.
I'm very excited. NBA started. I thought the Lakers were going to win the championship, and they dropped a couple, and then you're like, I don't know. So
Celtics are probably doing a repeat, but whatever.
Celtics are overrated, and they got lucky. I just,
Love to hear that.
don't-
Big a Laker guy.
Yeah.
Again, yeah. Anyways, let's just sign
That's
out.
the show. I'm turning it off, signing off. Daniel, it was a lot of fun. Freaking love that.
Dude, so good to see you. I miss you. Love you, dog. Let's go Hollywood sports.
Let's go. Good night, everybody, and good morning whenever you're listening. Goodbye.